Hold on. Sorry. I don't know how to turn the speaker. I don't have a button. I don't have a remote to turn this thing on.
You keep losing it.
Yeah, I'll just put the doggle in. I don't have the controller, but it'll kill the sound.
I already turned off the TV.
No, watch your stuff, man. Watch your stuff, man. Go back. I'm gonna put this in.
Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the football first. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They're going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the...
And the ball is loose and out in the backfield. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. Gonna run it. It's Fox. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking for a man. It's McConnell. Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got a man, it's Fox. And they get him down. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to get rid of it quickly. And the third down pass is incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. If you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Going to the running game. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. On the run, it's Fox. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got it in the middle. It's Bohannon. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Complete downfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines are in the red zone. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying to escape and get it himself. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Ortega. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. New Mexico State lines up quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Finds space on the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just keeps moving. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He'll do it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back open in the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Dropping back, it's McConnell. Gets it to him on the screen.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Bringing the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Beckham. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick scraping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the move, it's Beckham. Jukes his way for more. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
They'll run the sneak for it. They recover their own fumble, but they'll still have to give up the football and turn over on downs. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's McConnell. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll go to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off play action. You know, quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll run it. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Back to throw, it's McConnell. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Snagged in the middle, it's Bohannon. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. New Mexico State lines up quickly. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group, discipline, tough, physical. It's always staples of these defenses.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Ortega. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. It's picked off and another empty drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Power football with the run. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback on the keeper. Lowers those pads.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decisions, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff, and these